They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carter. His way forward. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years in Chapel Hill. despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Bell. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
So the completion there from Zach Wilson, rookie out of BYU. Charles, what do you think they have to be on the lookout for defensively here, trying to slow him down?
Well, to me, it's sitting on the shorter and intermediate routes because he is an accurate thrower coming out of college. I think he was 73% his last season at BYU. So I'd give him as many looks as I could, but I'd force him to throw the ball over my head because a lot of the young quarterbacks, they want the safe completions, the easy throws early. Make him throw it deeper where he has to take a little bit more of a chance.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Bradley Chubb continues to round into form. Remember, he had knee surgery in 2019 and followed that up with 8 sacks in 2020, continuing to ascend in the NFL.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This time Wilson will throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. Breaks a tackle, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. The play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Browning brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 2nd and 16.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And Carl Lawson signed with the New York Jets in March of 2021 after 5.5 sacks with Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Complete, and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now a first down carry, it's Williams.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Bridgewater.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprised.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They run. It's Williams. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
And Bronco fans have to be so excited because Von Miller missed 2020 with an ankle injury, suffered just days before the season opener. An 8-time Pro Bowler, the all-time sack leader for the Broncos, and the active leader in the NFL. They are happy to welcome him back.
And finding Keelan Cole. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing is Wilson. A screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Playing as a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Now Wilson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Rosas' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves. And in Kirk.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll check it down to Bell.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
They'll look to run forward with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter. Williams loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jets. Keelan Cole, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Eric Saubert there to make the grab. And the Broncos might be headed to the win column for the first time in 2021 as they add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. Complete to Eifert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Bridgewater here to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. On 1st down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that nearly intercepted.
Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. Caught here by Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caden Stearns. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They try the left side here with Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 174 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised.